Hello, Shed. How's it going? I'm doing pretty alright myself. Despite the music. Nah, that's good music. It's a little bit sad though. It's Midnight's Desperate Hour? Yeah. Twilight Princess. And yeah, it's kind of a sad song. I mean, there is some sad stuff that happened yesterday. We're gonna talk about that later. Not just yet, I think. Don't worry about that. There's a couple things I want to test quickly here. Now I have save states, which is great. So let me go. Where do we go? Besu. Yeah, I just want to get to the fire. Probably don't need any other character. I think about it. Well, maybe one more to kill this fugger. Yo, Stella, how you doing? Okay, so this thing. I noticed something on my PV the other day. Something about this flame and the bag of Olaf. Look at that. There's one cycle where you don't have protection. Look at that. Oh, okay, that's what happened. There you go. That's it. So this is kind of weird. Like, I don't think this hitbox starts on the first on like the first tile here. Look at this. It's so much protection. Yeah, so the entire first two tiles are totally fine. I'm doing great. Just a little bit sad because of Daft Punk, but apart from that, I'm fine. There is some similar stuff to this. Sometimes, let's say Eric is an enemy, for example. Sometimes there's enemies attacking from here, for example, and they don't do any damage. And you also cannot damage them if you use Bionic Arm or a projectile, because the shield protects them. So I think the shield hitbox is kind of inside Olaf a little bit. Like maybe it's like a rectangle around the shield, and it overlaps with his hurt box. So that's my theory, I guess. So yeah, what I noticed on my PvE is that I basically was defending here, and I did this, and I noticed that. So I thought, is that like a back shield hitbox? But yeah, it was something like this then. That also means like I can bring Olaf here, probably. No more than this. And then I might be able to just go. No, actually. Like, let's see. From where do I take all F? Like, let's say I do this. Okay, I don't want to do that then. Because on the first frame I'm gonna have it, so... If I'm here, this might be better. Yeah, because then the first one... Probably like, even up here. This is like pretty safe. If I go far away, I'm like invincible. I think I know how you block it when it comes from behind. I wish I had like hitboxes here. Just tell, by the way, I don't know if you saw the post where I tagged you on my Discord. If you didn't see it, basically, Freeze discover... Freeze is the other player that is running this game. Discovered another really ridiculous thing on this game. That made me do some adjustments on the rules. Because it's kind of major. Like semi-major, at least for individual levels. This fucking game. Okay, so look. So the frame count is relatively consistent when you start a level. Console seems to be faster, like 0 point something seconds. But nothing crazy. Like, so far, I still need more results for console. I'm probably gonna ask more people. Do you happen to have this game, by the way, Stella? If you have it, you can help me a lot. Because I need more data than just my console, but whatever. At least on emulator, loading times are extremely consistent. Down to the cycle. You know, depending on when you hit start at the beginning of the password. So here, for example, I'm gonna count until this frame, which is the first frame of the password. So that's 647 plus minus 1 probably because of cycles. Okay, so that's your average loading time. So let's keep that number on the shed. There you go. So what Freeze discovered is that and I guess we discovered this together maybe. Thanks to Freeze, but I kind of noticed it because of they submitted a run that had significantly faster loading times, and I was like thinking it was the emulator or something, but it was BSNES, which is also precise to the frame, just like SNES 9X. So what they discover is you can turn the music off, and then if you go here, so let me save here. Another record. And so we'll wait. First frame of the password. So this is 597. So that is 50 frames. That is a lot of time for an individual level. It's almost a second. It's like 0.8, 0 point something. 85. I don't remember, but it's close to a second. That is way too much. Like, Jesus. And that's just by turning off music. If you turn down sound, it saves only 1 frame. Spoilers. Now here's the ridiculous part. Here's the very ridiculous part. Let's say you go to options. You turn music off. But then you turn it on. Okay? So I turn it on. I go to password. Music is on. Let's go again. Look at that. 96. So that 1 frame difference is because of cycles. So this still has music on the level, and it saves the same time, but you know, it does this. Okay, so what I'm thinking right here is that what saved the loading time is actually the music of the menu, not the one of the level. So I think on 80% this would probably only save 50 frames. Now to make it consistent, we talk about this with freeze. We are just gonna ask for this option to be always active. Like basically never touch music and sound. Just because that way we don't have to modify all the other records that already exist. And honestly, it's just 50 frames. It's not that much. I mean, for individual levels it's big, but it doesn't really change anything, you know? That's the thing. Like, it's the same run. So it wouldn't make any sense. So we're just banning music and sound. And I developed, like, I'm doing statistics. I already did it for emulator. I have all the loading times for every single level. So it's very easy for me to verify runs with that. I'll catch immediately if someone is using no music, for example, and then reject the run. On console, it's a little bit more tricky, because my console is giving me some slightly different results, not down to, you know, 0.8 seconds, like this shit, but some of them are like 0.15, 0.1 difference with emulator. That said, I always have the suspicion that my cartridge might not be original. So yesterday I boot my SNES, and remember the scan lines, the green scan lines? I got them again. And this is with an original transformer. I mean, power supply. I keep saying that transformer because we call it that on Chile. So I'm starting to think that it might be the cartridge. This is one of the same reasons why I thought one of the glitches I got was like either crooked cartridge or fake cartridge. Or like damage game, whatever, because it looked like a corruption. It wasn't, by the way. It's an actual glitch. Other people have gone in it. We just can't figure it out yet. And that's not all. Counterpoint, the old power supply could have damaged your SNES. It could be, I guess. Yeah, it could be. Especially because I burned one. Because of stupid 120 volt. Because we use 220 volt here in Chile. But you people, you use 120. And I didn't read the thing and I burned it. And then I had to buy another original one. Listen, that's my fault, I know. But still. So it is a possibility. The thing is, even if it's not a legitimate cartridge, I don't think that would affect it. Yeah, but I still want more data from more people. For example, on Wii, there's like data mining on Wii, for example, for loading times. Some Wii's vary loading times on like 0.1 to 0.2 seconds. I've seen some of that shit on like Twilight Princess, for example. So I would love to get more data from people from original console. I think TJP has one. You don't happen to have this game on original console, right? That'd be very helpful. And well, that's not all. I have something more. So yesterday I was data mining. And I got a glitch on console. I didn't want to get this glitch, but I got it. So I was just recording, getting loading times to analyze later. So I went into Hell, which is this level. And the thing about Hell, I wanted to mess around just a tiny bit on Hell because that's the level that has the weird glitch that we can't figure out yet. So I was just messing around here. I was trying some stuff with this enemy right here. Because The glitch might be related to this enemy. I discovered that this enemy resets animation every time you put it on the camera. You can see it always goes for a fireball. And it resets the animation. Just messing around, nothing interesting. And now Eric's gonna die. So Eric's dead. I'm gonna kill this fucker that has a sandwich. A hamburger. And look who gets the hamburger.
Okay, excuse me?
That's from the recording.
I'm not even looking for this shit. I'm looking for the missing platform. What is this shit?
So Eric got the hamburger on the inventory. I can't use it, by the way. I tried to press X, but I can't use it.
Why did Eric got the thingy? Okay, this is not missing platform, but
yeah, there I'm trying to use it.
Dude, this is so...
I don't really remember. I don't actually remember if items have the same color when you're dead, like when you don't have the same character. I kind of have an idea about it too, that Eric died on the same part, on the same position, the hamburger spawn, something like that. I was thinking. What could be like an easy place to test that? I need an enemy that moves. Yeah, making them invisible. Yeah, not controllable. Okay, let me go to level 2 then. That's probably a good one to test this. Alright, so first of all, let me grab an item. Okay, so the color is the same, yeah. So that's fine. So Eric has to die. Let's kill it right here on like the tree. And now let's spawn the item right in the tree. No, it's not in the tree. Not quite. That's kind of in the tree. Yeah, there you go. The item disappears if someone calls them and then dies. I don't remember. Let's see. No, they don't. Just... Oh, they do. They just take a little bit. That's interesting. Do you think I can finish the level with that? Because I'm still giving all the items. I mean, no, because the game checks. Even if you have all the items, I think the game checks if everyone's alive. It's not just the items. Although this can mess with the game, you know? Like... It's not a good level to test that, though. I don't think so. No, it kind of is. I can do it from here. I just need to, like, do that. Yeah. Yeah, no, it definitely does. The question is, with the weird glitch, maybe something happens, because since your items don't disappear, you know? Maybe it doesn't completely count as dead. I at least want to see if I can, like, give the items to the lady. I don't think so, actually. Because the items are gonna be on the invisible character. I think I'm calling this an undead pickup. There you go. So now Eric has the item. What if we try to give another character here? Yeah, it doesn't happen. We need to kill Eric here. Or something like that, yeah. I wonder if you could die at the end of the level and still work though, yeah. I don't remember if any... You can... Okay, I don't think by any enemy. You can die by fall damage for sure. On multiple levels. Like, I wonder what will be the window for you to, like, die and still beat the level, you know? But yeah, that's some of the new stuff I got the other day by accident. One of those useless glitches. They don't have that many of those, I think, on this game. I'm trying to come up with swag strats. I actually have swag strats already. Yeah, I have a couple. I have one on the last level. I have another swag strat on the pirate world. All of those are slower though. So we need to find more. We need to find a swag strat that is actually faster. Just like too hard maybe. Or that it doesn't save any time, but it doesn't lose time too. I'm down for something like that. Okay. Time to soft route. Can I do... I almost feel like I can kill this fucker. Yeah, we take too much. Oh, it's 3. Forgot about that. Oh, there's something I wanted to time. I just remember now. I want to time the attacks of Dialogue. I've just been indulging in the Dinosaur Planet leak the past couple days. There was a dinosaur. I had no idea. It makes sense because I saw the War Record Runner of Star Fox Adventures was talking about Dinosaur Planet on his Twitter. So I guess it makes sense. The game is out. Seriously. Yo, that's crazy. That's like finding the... For real. Jesus. Whoa. Can you send me a link to save it on for later? Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, that's like finding, I don't know, like finding the N64 ROM of Eternal Darkness. It's even bigger than that because it's like it's another game, you know. You've been playing it? Nice. How is it? Well, I guess an N64 game might be a little bit stiff, but still. Yo, that's actually awesome. I had no idea about it. Why is not that many people talking about it? Or maybe my Twitter is just not that active. I actually have the feel that my Twitter feed is not that active on trends because I happen to miss a lot of news on my Twitter. I have this thing that a friend always tells me that everyone is yelling about this on Twitter, and I'm like, no. Like, nobody cares about this. But what do I know? Okay. 1064 game, still buggy, has crutches, but I think it's mostly complete. Nice. Yeah, it's still great then. Like, I guess it's... Do you think it's a beta state or like release candidate? In your opinion? Or I guess it could even be alpha. But if it's mostly complete, it's probably not alpha. And can I move? Okay, it's like 37, 38. 38 is the first frame of movement. Not a movie snapshot, fuck you. I'm still not used to the snapshots on this game. That I think are amazing, but I'm not used to them yet. Okay, 38. (42 minus 1 is 41, so 38 to 41. Excuse me, I'm gonna type this on the chat. This is easier for me. Some of the content is release candidate, but after the first couple hours, some of the stuff isn't working as intended or crashes. Okay, I see. So it's definitely like demo, I guess. Like demo level. Because the first hours are like super fine. You know, something you would put on a demo. Completely functional. Alright, so 38 to 41. Mother think they can fix the game? For sure. Absolutely. They can always do that. It's like when people started recovering the stuff from Ocarina of Time. You know, like, I feel like they will eventually figure out. Because there was some... It wasn't just map data. There was like a tiny bit of actor data, I think, too. And they were trying to figure that out. There's even a decompilation project now. That is really nice. You know, I really hope, like, one day we will find... Or we will have a leak of the Eternal ROM. And I really hope we had the same amount of love from people. You know, like the compilation stuff. I doubt it. Because Eternal is not that big. But regardless, I would love to try out that ROM. $48. $47. $59. $47, $59. I mean, $49. We have been using glitches and game chart codes to get extremely far into the game, though. Nice. Yo, I had no idea about this. Like, again, the only thing I saw was this tweet from the War Wrecker, runner of Star Trek Adventures. But it didn't even say anything about it. Like, it was saying something like, I always wanted to play Dinosaur Planet, something like that, you know. I don't actually remember the tweet, but And you know, that's fair. It's like me saying I always wanted to play Eternal Darkness ROM on N64. That doesn't really say anything. I just missed the train. But that's fine. I'm alright with that. I mean, the train's still going. I really wish that game, you know, like, could have been just its own game instead of a Star Fox franchise. I mean, there's so many stuff you can say about that game, honestly. Okay, so 4749, Bionic Arm. And then, like, Point Blank. I guess it'll be this. And then you have, like, Intermediate. Let's just test Point Blank, honestly. That should be enough. I love Just for Gemini, and I love Dinosaur Planet. Star Fox Adventure is to a less extent. Whereas original, these were top notch. Yeah. Like, I did love Star Fox Adventures when I was young. When I replay it, I didn't love it. I actually kind of don't like it. And I replayed, like, I don't know, 4 years ago maybe. But I feel like the idea was amazing still. It's just that there is some stuff that is, like, kind of incomplete. It makes sense, you know, because it's, I guess, like, you can I can keep going with the Eternal Darkness example. I feel like Silicon Knights did a better work of remaking their game entirely for the console, whereas Rare, I guess, with all the Microsoft shit going on and all that, probably didn't have the same luck and ability. I don't know. Both games, both Eternal Darkness and Star Fox Adventures, suffer from a lot of library sounds. But for me, it's way more noticeable on Star Fox. Three. But yeah, Jet for Gemini, I also love it a lot. 22. '21, 21, 23. Really? Crazy. Okay, so there you have it. So, longest bionic arm, 47 frames. So, if you're going for the longest one, it's better to go for the lightsaber. It's 38, saves 9 frames. But Point Blank, it's 21 frames, which is way faster. When I think of Star Fox Adventures, I think of Stock Fireball. Jesus, yes. The whoosh. I don't really know how to do it, but yes. I think of that holy song. Yeah. On Star Fox, there's also these. There's kind of an alligator sound. I don't know how to make it, but there's some sounds on enemies that are very, very stucky. Stuckage. Okay, I think it's time to. Actually, I think it's time to hit the grind. on a level. We can go to TRSH. I think Rare was relieved to just make it on GameCube because they cut half the game and call it a day. Yeah, I guess.
Don't you have a life?
Celerio. How's it going, Celerio? Thank you for host. Okay, so there's no message here. Like, Dinosaur Planet is ridiculously huge. Some of the arrows make Twilight Princess blush. Nice. Celerio, yes. I'm doing pretty alright. Despite Daft Punk, I'm still doing fine. Alright, for me the big question here is it better to do that? Or this? You know, like get a jump before, because if you do a boot switch, oh, you actually can. You just need to stop, because if you do it immediately, it just works. It just worked. What? I was thinking someday it didn't work. Maybe you cancel it. Yeah, if you cancel it doesn't work, but if you hold, it does. Nice. Never mind. Dude, yes. Yes. Oh my god. So I wanted to talk about it. I guess I can... No, I'll talk about it later. I'll talk about it later. On the BRV. Because we're gonna put a Daft Punk song on the BRV. But yeah, basically that. Okay, so I break this thing. Change to Dialogue or Olaf. I don't know if it matters. If I change to Dialogue, here is Olaf. Then what? Dialogue? Eric. Okay, so that's a possibility. The other one is going Olaf here. Because I think that gives me more distance with Bylog. And then Bylog can go immediately into this thing. Or at least here. Olaf. Eric. Olaf, Eric. Yeah, that seems right. Not without understanding. Yeah. Oh, you mean because of the Spanish? Yeah. Do you know Spanish, Stella? By the way, Stella, do you prefer if I call you Stella or Aurora? I don't quite know how to say Aurora on English. The two R's are complicated for me on English. They're two together. Although I like Aurora more, I think, on Spanish. I don't really care, but most people call me Aurora. I only use Stella for Twitch and Steam. Okay. I might cycle around the two. Sometimes I do that with people. Alright, that's kind of bad. Because I get all the items if everyone's here. Because you can avoid some of these items. I could try to grind on English instead of Spanish if you want it. No. Is there some Spanish here due to my lazy dude? I mean, it's up to you. It really depends on whether you want to talk with the other chatters or not. And to be fair, sometimes the other chatters are Chilean too, so... Really? That meme is... Like, I started knowing about that meme not too long ago. It's been a meme for a while, but... No, that's not me. Because I also have a friend... I had a friend on university that was called Aurora. What's her name? Aurora is also like an amazing song of Guru. So, for me, I just think of the song, honestly. Don't get rid of the backgrounds. Okay, so maybe I do want to leave Eric here. Just because that way, you know, I can do some stuff. Just leave Eric there. That. Yeah, I'd like that. So then... I'm now in the Umineko community, and people think Aurora is the reference to our character there. I see. I mean, it lasted for a long time in the year when it was popular on social media. Yes. Yes, indeed. Like, it was a phenomenon. There was so many fucking videos. Video parodies of it. There's a fucking game of it on, like, Gmod. Is it Gmod? You know, this... I think it's Gmod. This thing, this Half-Life thing that you can make games on it. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, no, they're amazing. That's why I say it's a phenomenon. It's like the... That's why I kind of like to call it a phenomenon more than just a meme. I mean, yeah, it is a meme, but... It's for example, like the... Have you seen Undertale animations? You know, those things, I think that is like beyond meme. They are so fucking good. Like animations of the fights and stuff. What the fuck, they're so good. That is just a reference that's seeing Aurora is on my bucket list. And Aurora. Oh, so you wanna like see one in your life? At least once, something like that. Give me a second. It's getting really hot here. Might be my clothes. I know it sounds funny, but these are actually can get a little bit sweaty. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, I would love to see an Aurora too, but I don't know if I want to go to a place that it is that cold. Honestly, I don't know if you can see auroras on the southern part of Chile. Not including Antarctica. Like if you go to Tierra del Fuego. Maybe on a solar storm. You know, there's always the possibility of a solar storm. There was one big solar storm. Hang on. This is interesting. The biggest solar storm closest to our era. Storm, France, oh, was it France? I think it was. So, 1938, geomagnetic storm, which is a big sunstorm, Fatima Storm, Massive Soul Storm Current, yeah. Effects of the storm were extremely limited. The electrification of Europe and North America was still on its fancy, yeah, but the thing is the Aurora, okay. No. Because I think there was a sunstorm that was like visible up to France, you know? Like on France, they were able to see the Aurora. Because of how big it was. I don't remember if it was this one. And it fucked up with the electricity too. I don't think you can see an Aurora in South America. Yeah, probably not without a sunstorm. But hey, we can have eventually a sunstorm. And then we're gonna have, like, depending on how big it is, we might have like a massive blackout on the world. And we might able to see auroras on, like, I don't know, like the south of Chile at least. Maybe. Because auroras, what really they are like charged particles that are stuck on the magnetic field. And the thing is, it's because of the shape of the... It's like a donut, torus, kinda, not exactly, but similar to that. So they're actually always going around the world, but the density is just enough on the poles because of how much magnetic field is concentrated on the pole. So they circle around there, and that's why you see the auroras, because they are charged, they're stuck in the magnetic field on the space, and they emit light because they're charged. You see an aurora in the sky, and massive fires on the ground. No, not necessarily. That's more of a meteor would do something like that. But actually, a solar storm is just it's like how do you call it? A jet of particles that goes towards the Earth, but it's not as big to like see fire, you know, falling, because it's just small particles. It's just too many of them, and they get caught by the atmosphere. They're too small, by the way. Like, we're talking about, I don't know, like atomic size, but there's so many of them. But they get caught in the atmosphere, and they get caught in the magnetic field too. Now, a solar flare will destroy Earth, but a solar flare will never get as far as where Earth is today. On a couple billion years, maybe, when the solar is bigger. But yeah, like, for example, if this is the surface of the sun, and you put Earth here, a solar flare will obliterate Earth in like a second. Yes. But the thing is, you have to be very close to get a solar flare. Yeah. Now this is more of a, like, think of it of maybe the expansion wave of a solar flare could be a solar storm, you know? Okay, I'm curious about cycles here. Okay, 24. I drop on 27. Okay, let's change on 19. $20. 24. Okay, 24 is enough. 23. Enough. 22. 21. Okay, 22 is the limit. Okay, 2 items. Yeah, I'm almost sure you can like get this with a certain cycle where you only grab one onion and not the eye, which is really bad. I'm almost sure you can have that happen. So let's change the cycle here. Okay, 24. Wait. Let me try one more. 1, 2. No idea. I lived through the massive blackout in the US in 2003. Was that a solar storm or was something else? I don't exactly remember that event. Also, does this work if I, let's say, have Eric on the elevator? Okay, not there. It works there. Okay, that kind of works. Oh, but I can't change immediately. Yeah, because if I change immediately, I'll grab everything. Yeah. So, actually, that's not good. It's pretty bad. Few trees hit some power lines, which caused a catastrophic failure. Oh, I see. Oh, it's crazy. Let's try Olaf first. Because then I get more distance here. So Eric's gonna be like around here. Yeah, Bardock pretty much reaches the elevator. Here. Like, probably around here is already fine, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I can put Bardock here. Then Olaf. And here it changed to Eric. Although, I would love to move Eric here fast. And just do this, honestly. Hang on, let me... Why am I losing all my save states? Time to give up again. Because I can put Bylog here. Then here I send Eric before Olaf. So Eric stays there. And then here I send Bylog. I think I kind of like that. Also, if I do that, I can send Bylog immediately, I guess. Okay, that's not enough time if I'm too fast. Okay, there you go. That's perfect. And that's also very good switches. I love it. Okay, that's amazing. It's really good optimization. Then here I should go Bylog. Okay. No. Okay, so Bylog. Then as soon as I do that, is there any kind of optimization I can do here? So I can drop this guy, do this here, then drop this guy. I'm thinking that because I can't really drop these guys while Eric is falling on the key, which sucks. So here's something very stupid. Because this fall is like, it's good, but if I do that, I don't grab this item. It's really ridiculous. Also, is there a way to get the key first? I think there is. I think you get the item on your back first. Or is it? Not sure. Sometimes I get the wings first. No idea. Okay, so and then here can I reach this? Yeah, I can reach this on one jump. This is worth timing. One. common one was the best one. Yeah, seems lower. Unless Eric is on a better spot. Like, this is as good as it can be on this spot. And then we need to do this. Looks slightly slower. It seems to just be better to do this. Okay. Yeah, 104. Yeah, just match B to get the double jump faster. So then I use this thing, and I can ram into Bylog. Bylog is already down. Let's go back here. Yeah, this part is complicated. I don't quite know what to do on this part. I think Olaf should be looking at the other direction, honestly. So that Eric into Olaf. So then here, this Eric, Super Armor Headbutt. Also, I need to release up immediately here. Why is Super Armor Headbutt so... Oh, yo, that's it. It's so hard, though. Like, I don't know. There's probably a task strat for that. Because either you get it, there's like very tight movement to land on the top of it. Okay, so I can either do a ram here and get Eric there, which honestly is kind of cool. Like, Eric gets extra distance. He gets a damage boost. That's kind of funny. He doesn't need all his HP. Am I actually gonna use that? Yeah, if you do it too fast, I mean too slow, you'll kill it. Okay, but sometimes he gets damage boost on the incorrect position, so it's kind of precise. As I probably prefer to kill it. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. Because the other possibility is to do this and kill that one. These two might take about the same time. Don't really know. That can happen, and that kind of sucks. Yeah, that's definitely something I kind of want to do. Because that also gives a boost to Biolog, damage boost. Okay, I'm liking this. I kill this fugger. I leave that there. Then I guess I can move Olaf a little bit. Still on a bad position though. So I'll get Olaf like around here. And then I won't get the benefit of no camera switch. I think this might be better. Because then I can do this. And do a camera switch. And with that, Eric gets really far. Kinda prefer this one. A fucking mushroom is a run killer, actually. Okay, so what do I do here? I guess Olaf. Yo. Yeah, ideally I want a Super Armor Headbutt here. If I don't get it, whatever. But that'll be like perfect. And here, there's a good switch into Biolog. And I guess just put Biolog here. Maybe. My guy's now addicted to hamburger. Really? Nice. One of my cats got addicted to salami. Because we discovered the other day, because... So, Taz, she really likes ham. So from time to time she gets some ham. But one day we got salami because a friend of our family really likes it. We don't really eat salami on my house. Sometimes it's there, sometimes we eat it, but most of the time we don't eat it. But we got one for this friend because it came to the house and he ate it like half of the salami on my house. But then they left and then there was the other half and we didn't know what to do with it. And one day we just thought, what about Taz? She likes ham. And yeah, she got addicted to it. Okay, so here... Valo can probably be on a different spot. Like a slightly different spot. Just love that. Thank you for the follow. You're addicted to chorizo? Nice. I really love chorizo, but it kind of gives me a little bit of stomach ache from time to time, depending on how good it is. Like, the better it tastes, the more... the more it hurts, usually. I think I'm leaving like Bylog around here. And then do whatever in my power to get that. So then I have all this time. And then here I can trade the mushroom to Olaf. I don't actually know if this saves times or not. I'm gonna time it now, I guess. Mix chorizo into a pizza sauce. Your secret ingredient, nice. You know what? I think I'll try that one day. Sounds really cool. Today I got pizza, by the way. There's a new pizza close to my house called Melt Pizza. And it's really good. It's really, really good. And like, it's cheap enough. It's like about the same price of a brand pizza. Maybe a little bit cheaper, I would say. But it's really good. And I ate a lot. Melt is the name of a sandwich shop here. Nice. Interesting. Alright, so what I need to time here is the amount of frames I need to trade versus just get both items. Like, basically waiting for the item spin. Yo, sorry to see Lost Vikings 2 speedruns? Yeah, it is. There's not a whole lot, actually. There are only been, like, 3 runners. Me being one of them. There's 2 active now. And TJP was the old runner, the precursor of tech on this game. Back from, like, 2014. I spent a lot of time on this game in 2018, and now I came back to it. Because I missed it. And it's like, there's so much stuff to do on this game, that's the thing. And yeah, Stella is my distraction, exactly. She keeps me busy. But yeah, yeah, there's just so much to do on this game, because it's like very young in terms of meta. We already discovered a bunch of stuff since I came back. Alright, how do I time this? I guess it's time to movie record. So 1, 2, 3. Just one cycle? Seriously? Look at that. Look at that. One cycle and you can press this thing. Menu is so fast. You probably need another cycle for the next input. Okay, where's the cycle? 1, 2. Okay. That's... Wait. That's faster than a cycle. Okay. Just 2 frames. Okay, so menu runs faster than the game itself. I think menu has 2 frame cycles instead of 3 frame cycles. Stupid game. So normal gameplay, I'm not surprised when normal gameplay goes like 20 each frame per second. I said 20 each because it's not exactly 20. Menu goes at 30 each frames per second. Animations go at 60 frames per second. Oh, dude. Why? Why? Jesus. This is B 2 frames. My side goes at 1 frame per second. Yeah. And that's all. Then I need to get rid of the menu. So 1, 2, 1. Yeah, makes sense. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, but it's just some stuff. Because I still need to hold 3 frames for the direction here. For the stick. To trade the item. But selecting the item and opening the menu is just 2 frames. This is so weird. Where's my snapshot? Here. Okay. B 2 1 2 3. Yeah. There's 3 for that. And then question is, when can I press exit the menu? 1. Okay, can't buffer it there. 2, 2, 3. Okay, you can. Jesus. You can exit the menu at the same frame the item gets traded. So that means. So it's 2 frames of menu open, 2 frames selecting the game. I mean the item. 3 frames trading it. And on the last frame of trading, you can press menu again. It's just 7 frames. Just 7 frames. Look at that. And then about this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the first menu open works on cycles. It's 7 frames. I guess plus minus 1 or such. Maybe like 7 to 10. I'm sure all the cycles don't have to be synced for you to give the item away on the same frame. It could be. Like, that's definitely TIS territory. Here, I only care. This is like up to 10 frames if you're really fast, right? Probably not. I don't think an RTA can get lower than 10. What I really care here is to compare against the lady. So basically, this. You have to say 1 frame. Like, tasking this game is gonna be pain. Like, I won't task this game. I don't think I will ever task something, honestly. I will only do HRTs. Human restricted TIS. Maybe even a low tab. But I will never TIS because it's so much pain. Especially this game. Imagine having to look for the specific cycle to get frame perfect, like, saves. Jesus. No, it's an inside joke. Wait, does Freud also have an acronym for that? It's an inside joke that we have with a friend because HR3 is hormone replacement treatment, but it also works for human restricted TIS, which is a TIS that is restricted by human tech. So basically, it's a TIS to see the best human time. Most people just call it human task, but I like to call it HRT because I just like to joke about it. Where does the I disappear? Okay, I disappear on 105. Okay, honestly, I guess I can do this from the beginning. In English, I think we call it an RTA. But the RTA is like real-time attack. That's an actual human playing the game. Unless you're talking about something else. Oh, replacement. No. What are you talking about, stuff? I'm lost. You too? Okay, never mind. Okay, let's switch on the same frame, actually. Doesn't make sense to switch on different frames. Let's switch on frame 50. Like 50 frames after I start walking. So we have like consistent changes. And then we time until the message of the lady. Okay, so one frame before this, 2009. 209, never mind. Okay. Then on this one, 1, 2, 3. Let's do it RTA. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then here, 50 more frames. So on 62, I switch. So it's fair. And then I go here. Oh no, hang on. I need to go with Olaf first. Oh, this is so stupid. Jeez. Let's do it RTA. Continues to use tools. No. I'm simulating the RTA. Giving it extra frames. Okay, yeah, because what I'm supposed to do is during this elevator, I trade the item. And then I change to Olaf. And then Olaf goes first. And then Eric, you know? That's the idea. Either that, or I give everything to Eric. Exactly. That's more like it, so. Okay, so what I can do is I can trade this item, switch to Olaf, and discount 7 frames at the end because of the extra switch to compare against the 209. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I guess I can switch here maybe. No, whatever. 1, 2, 3. Let's switch here. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I can discount 10 frames at the end. Here, let's go to 72. And now Bylog. So remember, I need to discount 10 frames. So this is 172. So when I submit a TIS as a non-TIS, my excuse to you will be that I gave it extra frames to simulate human ability. Yeah. No, that's a low TAD. Or rather, that's an HRT. That's an HRT. Or it can be either that or a low TAD. Whatever you want. HRT is when you're trying to simulate humans. Low TAD is when you're trying to demonstrate stuff with low optimization. It can also just be a low optimization TIS. A casual TIS, if you want. You're not gonna say it? Okay, that's fair. Okay, so... Question is, can I say even more time than this? If I trade to Eric. Now that's 2 trades. RTA that might not be great. Especially because of positions. No, actually, Bylog never meets Eric on this route. So never mind that. Because here I change Bylog here. Bylog only reach here. In order to save time. Now I need to figure out Super Armor Headbutt. It would be extremely offensive. But I thought it was funny. I don't know, it's up to you. It depends, offensive towards whomst. If it's offensive towards police, I'm fine with that. How does this work? I need the mystery player that figure out this shit. But I can't remember their name. So I can't contact them. Because I didn't save my old streams. So I can't see my chat log. There you go. My dad identifies as an RTA. That's fair. That's a fair joke. Don't worry. That was good. That was good. Oh god. Like, I think this one is pixel perfect. Yo. Wait. It's like right in the middle. Like right in the middle block, I think. Yo, I was trying to do it between 2 blocks. But not in like the center of the middle block. Yo, freeze! How you doing? I thought it was just if you reverse the right at the right frame or something. Does it matter which block? I actually don't know. Is the center of blocks 2 and 3? Yeah, there was this player. It happened either on 2019 or 2020 when I was playing Eternal. You know, I was like, not retired from this game, just taking a break from this game. And suddenly on an Eternal stream, these players show up, which I can't remember their names, and he told me I figure out Super Armor Headbutt, and I get it consistently, and I got it frame perfect and all that shit. And it was real. They showed me like a clip of it, But I also missed the clip, I think. And this is the same player that discovered the landing momentum thingy on 3-1, the early tarot card with no special moves. So it's a legit player. They're good, but I can't find that stuff. I made a pause on GameFAQs with the faith that this player would see it, because I'm pretty sure they came here from GameFAQs after seeing another post I did back then, just showing some of the glitches videos I was sharing. So there is a possibility that they come back one day. But yeah, there definitely was something about turning around. I remember them talking about turning around. So maybe the turnaround is what needs to be frame perfect. Okay. Yeah, that's so cool. If you get it, I think I got it on my PV. I'm not sure I got it. Alright, so there's one more thing I need to try, which is another one here. If I can get one here. And I need to release up there before switching. So this one... Well, this one is kind of harder, because you're, like, not in a good spot. You felt like you were getting it decently at some of the pirate levels a while. Okay. More like half the time. That's pretty good. Oh, dude. It's like there's still not enough time to land here after the Super Armor Headbutt. Maybe if I somehow get up there on that like tiny spot, you know, on this little spot here after the Super Armor. Or like that. So you can actually land here, but it seems really hard. I don't even know if that would save time. Probably TIS. Like, totally on TIS, but here I do a lot of swaps. I drop Biolog during this spot. So if I actually get this, I either need to drop Biolog before or after this part. The boosting has some weird properties combined with how blocks break. Yeah. Yeah, on TLC, yes, for sure. I'm just not that sure about RTA, because you still spend a lot of time up here to, like, land there after the Super Armor Headbutt. Whereas I was trying something like this for RTA. So something like that. Fucking switches, fucking frame cycles. Yeah. Then Olaf. Yeah. Okay. Let's review the level, and then I can try a couple speed runs. You can't see it. Doesn't exist. Yeah. That's like when you are young. How many frames is swap at minimum? About frame. About frame. About 7. It depends on frame cycles. I know it's around 7. But I kind of want the exact number now that I know how cycles work. Almost. Because menus work differently. Yeah, so here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So on frame 7, I have control dialog. Now let's wait 1 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6, depending on, so 6 to 7, and then 2. No, wait. Let's do it again. Okay, so on 7. Yeah, it's actually on 6, okay. And this is -2, so 8. It's 6 to 8 frames. It's 6 to 8 depending on your cycle. Because the game runs it has frame cycles every 3 frames where you buffer inputs until the next cycle, but it doesn't register inputs before those 2 frames. Every 3, yeah, thank you, Stella. That's the way to say it. Exactly. It's just that what is complicated for me is that you can also buffer before those. But I guess that's the applies if you say reads, right? I don't know. Like I don't know if that phrase is incomplete, you know? I don't know if that phrase contains the fact that you can buffer on the 2 previous frames, you know? Olaf. Wait, is that correct? I don't think this is correct. I guess it kinda is. Let's see if it works. It might be too precise, but it might work. Oh, no, this doesn't work, because I need to switch back to Olaf. Yeah, I remember. Now I remember. So then here, Eric. So I leave Bylog very far away. There you go. Bylog. No, I guess Olaf first. Everything can consider buffer in a game, though, in a way. Yeah, I guess. Is it ever possible to jump over the top of the level with Eric, Fang, Scorch, or even Bylog with the glitch? I don't know. Like, I think there's collision like very high up. My theory is that the collision gets like repeated up because we were messing a little bit with way up before. Let me get a save state here. We'll come back to this because there's one level where it's very easy to know that, to test that rather. This is on 2. Oh, but I need special moves. Let me get special moves. It's very easy to test with that. What? Is this my controller or what? Okay. Save state. Let me make like a hard save state for this. Shield glitch in case it's real. Because I think it maybe because I was like at the edge of the level. I don't even know what I did. Like, Olaf is a little bit outside of the level. What even? Oh, no, I guess. I think it's that. If you're like pixel perfect outside of the level. This is the second glitch today. I can't jump, by the way. I can kinda jump. But, like, barely. Oh, I wanna do this with the other characters. It's so silly. So, you need to go to the edge of the level and do a frame perfect turn. A cycle perfect turn. So you don't move a single frame, I think. You just turn. I didn't even came for this. This is what I love about this game. I'm looking for other stuff, and it just gives me something. That's why I like games that are on early meta. Because this happens all the time. It's just that side, I think. Doesn't seem to happen on this side. Okay. I'll probably try that on every level now. But Eric, you have to die. Okay. I'll reset the game. And we gotta go 2. Or 2, rather. Okay, I don't remember if it works on this elevator. Let's see. There you go. Oh, I can't move. I'm stuck. I thought I could move during that. Yes, he also doesn't have his shield active. Yeah, you can. The meteor animation. Yeah, no. So I guess the only thing you can try with you can Scorch. Yeah, Scorch. I need a level that has no ceiling. This is the Odin thing. Karn, I guess. No, I need Scorch. I don't want to go Jor because Jor doesn't have a lot of collision up. I think you can move. What? Yeah. I guess we can go Jor. Any other Scorch level that doesn't have ceiling? Fang would work, but I need walls. Your narrowly works. Okay, so here's the thing. This is what I was thinking. So I think the collision gets duplicated, or like it gets tiled up, you know, because here, you know, I can go through this collision and like, let's say appear on this side, for example. See, I'm stuck here. So I think the collision, it's just like tile up forever, repeated on the last tile. That's what I was trying to say. And then you can go forever here until something happens. I hope I don't miss it. Don't want to miss it. Mario Maker. Shit, I missed it. That's the thing. It's so easy to miss because you're mashing. Mario Maker does something similar if a tile is on the top or bottom of the screen. Okay. Fuck. Silly developers. I'm supposed to not skip the message. Okay. Foolish mortal, you dare disturb the home of the gods? You will learn from Odin the cause of just arrogance. What could you possibly hope to accomplish by coming up this height? Get a life, loser. And then you die. It's just an Easter egg. That was discovered by another player. But yeah, every level that doesn't have a ceiling, you can do that with Scorch. And you can also do it with Bylog on PAL, because it has a way to climb indefinitely, which crashes on US. And you can probably do it with Fang, if you can jump on the like out of bounds or out of camera tiles on spots like that, for example. So what I want, Ben, a breakable tile is on the top of the screen. Is there any instance of that in the game? I don't think so. Or rather, I don't know. If that's the case, we can test destroying the repeated tiles with Scorch. But I don't know if that exists in the game. We were at one just a few minutes ago? I don't think so. You mean on the... Oh! Yeah, but it doesn't have Scorch. So I can't really break this. Because you want to test if I can break them, right? The only way to break something in the air would be with Scorch. With a super fireball. Or with a bomb, I guess. Like go super high and throw a bomb. But that also would be either Fang or Scorch to go super high. You know what we need? We need the layouts of all the levels. Like there are PNG images of the layouts of Lost Vikings 1. On like one picture has the entire layout. That is so useful. We need that for this game. I haven't found that. And I don't really know how to extract them or something. I don't want to do them by hand, personally. But that would be super useful for stuff like this, you know, so we don't have to go to every single level. People do them by hand, Jesus. Like, for example, on Hocus Pocus has an editor, and that is not done by hand, I think. That extracted the maps from the game, and you can see them on the editor. But I guess the PNG images, maybe people do them by hand. I can do it, it's just that there's so much stuff I want to do. Okay, this doesn't have special moves, right? Yeah, that's good. One more review. DRV, then bronze. Unless Stella decides to strike me again. Speaking of Hocus Pocus, you never did that Doom mod. Yeah, I never did it. It's true. I guess I could do it one day. Okay, that looks a little bit off position. No, that's wrong. Wrong. Okay, so here I need Olaf. Fucking cycles. I pressed the swap, I promise. Hey. Okay. What makes you sad? The cycle or me not doing the Doom mod? We'll go into a BRB though. And I'll see your reply later. Do the Doom mod? Okay. Link it on my chat. I mean on my Discord. And I'll consider it. Because this week I also need to prepare the commentary on Old Scope run. I already did a little bit of my homework. We're gonna see it on SDA, not on YouTube, because YouTube videos aren't great, but the SDA videos are pretty good because they're Those are saved on Internet Archive, which is slower, but it looks better for some reason. So link it on my chat, and I'll see. At least I'll put the link on my favorite tabs, because I have a lot of stuff to do. I have to edit the last episode of my podcast, and it's taking me too much. I just edit a fifth of it, and it's like a 2-hour episode. And then, yeah, also there's not too much left from February, which kind of sucks, because that means I'm gonna have results on my funding for my video game. If I get the funds, that means I have to work harder on my video game, so less time for streamings. If I don't get the funds, I need to get a job, and that is less time for streaming. So it's looking not great for March. So you better enjoy these last streams. No, it's not gonna be the last ones, but you should. Anyway, let's go to a BRB. Haven't even searched. I won't forget you, thank you. I'm searching for the song. Hang on. It's a very important song I need to put right now. Give me a second. It's not this one. This one, right? Yeah. Okay, this is a long one, actually. But that's good. Be right back. Stick around for some speedruns of TRSH. Did my best to don't cry there. Nice touch from Daft Punk. And yeah, there's Disbanded, by the way. They released a video called Epilogue. If you like the band, you might want to see that video. It's pretty good, actually. Pretty good video. But it's kind of rough. It's a rough video. At least for me, it was very rough. Actually, so I'll tell you a little story about it. I watched this video before getting the news. I basically got it on my feed on YouTube. And so I saw like a completely black screen with Epilogue released by Daft Punk. So I was like, whoa, what is this? And I saw the thing, and I immediately thought that one of them died. And like I cried for the 7 minutes of the video. And then, because the video, it's almost like, you know, it totally gave me that feeling, you know, that one of them left, I don't know, by COVID or anything, you know. So it gave me that impression. So then I thought, hang on. Once I finish the video, let's search this shit. Like, what it? And no, they just disbanded. So it still sucks, but I'm fine with it. Like, after the fear of one of them dying, this is nothing, you know. Like, that's fine. Like, listen, having Random Access Memories as your last album, that's amazing. Like, I think of so many bands. Give me a second. Just change something here. I think many bands that want to get disbanded, but they don't do it because they try to push it harder, have their last album, you know, their codas being really bad albums, honestly. And it's kind of a stretch. I don't like that. Having a good project for the end, it's pretty good. You know, just leaving, call it a day. You're still part of history. Like, Daft Punk is definitely part of history, like, of electronic music. They really made, like, something else for the genre. And just mark a precedent. And not just, like, electronic music. It's like such a phenomenon for me during the 90s. So yeah, I love Daft Punk. I'm still gonna hear their shit a lot. I still yet had to get a vinyl from them. I've seen a lot of vinyls from Random Access Memories, which I might get one of them, but I don't actually know if there are vinyls of Discovery, because Discovery is my favorite album. Yeah, me too. Although I usually listen to Daft Punk a lot on like normally, but yeah. Have you seen Interstellar 555? They're still going to make millions from royalties. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Like, especially after this. It's like the Dino Spumoni thing, you know? I don't know if any of you have seen Arnold. There's an entire episode that talks about that. Dino Spumoni is kind of the Frank Sinatra of Hey Arnold. You know, the cartoon. And he doesn't have more money. Like, people don't remember him, so he simulates his own death to get more money, and so people will come back to listen to his music. It's like a very real episode. Like, Arnold has a lot of those very real episodes. Alright, time to suffer. But yeah, I don't know if there are Discovery vinyls. I would love to get one of them. Okay, I already got the wrong swap. Electroma? No. No, I only see Interstellar. Wrong. Thank you for the good luck. I'm just glad K. Arnold finally got to the jungle movie. Yeah, exactly. I don't think I see it. I think that's wrong. But whatever. No, I switch, I promise. Not bad. For start. I just sneeze. I'm back. It's actually a clip from it. Interesting. From where is that movie? Is that after Random Access Memories? Because maybe it was kind of like, you know, a chronicle of an announced death in a way. The other Arnold movie sucks. Yeah, like I remember one of them sucking. I actually haven't watched any of them. I think it's shortly after Human After All? Really? I didn't even know they had, like, the robot brand at that point. No, I guess, no, yeah, they have that since it's, yeah, because there's the robots on Discovery. On one of the songs. I think it's on, like, Superheroes. Is that the name of the song or not? The one that goes, the arrow. What did you say? I don't actually know what to say. I do a lot of that, of just saying garbage when I sing, especially in English. I don't know about these swaps. I think these swaps are wrong. Sick. No! I could have been better. I could have been a 6, I think, without the mistake. Still good. Because of the Super Armor Headbutt. That means I might need the Super Armor Headbutt to get a 6. A 1/6. The Rocco movie is awesome, actually. I love that movie. You know, the two movies, I didn't go at local recording for that, though. Kinda sucks. But I still get an online one, so it's fine. The two movies that came out that year, was it 2019? Was the Rocco movie and the Invader Sim movie. I like those two a lot. Should I go for more or not? More trash. Because this is already a second barrier. You don't know about that? Yeah, enter the Floor Plus. Floor Plus? It was like pretty recent. Same year of the Rocco movie. He has mini deer is the name in English. Mini alce. It's good. I'll give it a couple more tries. But I already have a decent PV on that. Just that I messed my... Actually, hang on. No, I need to review my... I just want to review some of the... of the switches. Because I got confused in the middle of the level. So, here. Like, here I go as far as possible with Eric, right? Then do this, I think. It looks a little bit weird. Or maybe I just go Olaf. No, I can't go Olaf. I mean, I can. Let's try going Olaf. Rocco's movie was a pretty good one. It depicts a lot of current stuff very well. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's very well made because it also has a lot of Rocco, you know, like being from... It's very self-conscious in the way of Rocco being for the 90s and all that, and being on a new era, you know, where there is a lot of stuff that is different with social media, you know, cell phones and stuff like that. That's like pretty cool. Yeah, it's super meta. Remember, Seller, you don't have to speak in English. It's up to you. It's on the rules. Everybody knows the rules. The only thing you can do on my chat is type on, like, Portuguese and Japanese, because I don't understand. You might be insulting me and I won't know. So it's illegal. Well, it's not illegal, but I don't encourage it. Because I don't know. It's just because of that. Nothing against Portuguese in particular. It's just that that's the only other language that I've seen on my chat. I've never seen Italian or French on my chat. No. Why is that the onomatopoeia for... for fucking laughing? I will never understand. Do they actually laugh like that? Or is the K a different sound on Portuguese, maybe? Like maybe it has a sound, at least? I don't remember the swaps here. This sucks. You know a little bit of Portuguese? Rusty as fuck. I don't know anything. And I don't understand when people say, like, if you know Spanish, you can actually understand a little bit of Portuguese. That is bullshit, my friend. That is so bullshit, so untrue. They're lying. Okay, this is decent. I think this is fine. So then here... No. Come back to dialogue. No. 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 Okay, I need to work on that part at the end, because that's also the part that I fail. Wait, you are English-Portuguese translator? Interesting. Better than me laughing for no reason at all. Only knowing English, I can sort of understand what people are saying in Spanish sometimes. I love the Capcom vibes on this stage tune. Yeah, there is actually a bunch of it. Reminds me a lot of Darkstalkers. Darkstalkers is the one with Morrigan, right? Makaimura? I never heard that one. Okay. No. Okay, and then here. How far do I have to go? Like until there. And then here. Oh, look at that. Okay, that saves time. Dude, that's a lot of time saved. Oh, okay. All the best video games music is plagiarized from something else. You can't say that for anything, I think. Cousin Goldie's Japanese game? Oh, I see. Because it's like so hard to like figure out the origin of art. But yeah, there are some nasty samples up there, like Gerudo Valley, for example. That one is a little bit nasty. Like, I don't know about that one. I don't know if that is like... Do you think they actually got it like that similar? Just by luck? Super Gods and Souls. Now you say it. Yo, TP, how you doing? Okay, so that last part, let me just do it again. One more time. No. I really need to figure out this shit. Fantastic, so your last stream, nice. You have notes? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I also have homework for you. If you want. You eventually need to practice optimal swimming. Yes, absolutely. Anticipate where momentum will take you with your strokes to avoid slaughtering in the water. Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to figure that out. A lot of it is me knowing how to do it, but just not being able to, like, execute properly. Everything just eventually discovered at the end. Nice. Okay. Fair enough. I love how every 90s video game uses this kind of music in order to depict the graveyard environment. Yeah, that's kind of fun. Okay, TP, so here's a question. Do you... So, you the other day you said you had a Super Nintendo, and you actually plug and play the game on your Super Nintendo, right? Or was it just emulator? I don't quite remember. When it has CRT TV. Okay, so you don't have your Super Nintendo and your copy anymore, or do you still have it? You have both? Okay. Nice. Because I need something. I need... only if you can, and you don't have to rush, but what I need you to do is... I need you to send me a recording of... I don't have low latency TV. It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters, because that only will alter your frame inputs, but it shouldn't alter the frames that we are seeing on the TV, right? And besides, worst case scenario, it will be 4 frames, and that's not important. Unless it's like 20 frames, then it's important. Okay, it's a lot of work, but but hear me out. I need you to, like, you start your game, you reset your game, okay, like this.
Forget it.
You go to password, and you type the first level. Then start, and then, like, imagine this is the first level. And then record everything until the password is on the screen. Okay? Then you reset, and you do the same shit for the next level. And that for all the levels in the game. The 31 levels. Either once or twice per level, it doesn't really matter. Once is fine. And that's because I need more data. Because I did it on my console. I'm trying to figure out loading times on console. And see how they compare to emulator. On my console, they seem to be slightly faster. Like 0.1, 0.2 seconds. And I'm kind of worried about that. So I want more data. And there's not a whole lot of people with this game and a SNES. So this will actually be very helpful. You have your capture device? Nice. Nightbot with the spam. I love it. The switch. The switch. That was a cycle. I miss a cycle. Is this fun role practice? This is individual levels. Which is also full any percent practice, technically. Yo, Big Nana, how you doing? I can send you footage of North by Northwest. Do you actually have that game? Like an original copy? I might need that eventually. I'm a moderator of that game too, technically. Like verified runs of that game. Sadly. The Sega Saturn version? I see. It's 3-player. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. I would love to have 3-player here. Sad that the SNES doesn't support that. I switch, I promise. But my switch was faster than 3 frames. Yo, freeze. New Blitz collection release of... Oh, I see. Nice. Oh, for Lost Vikings 1? Oh, that's amazing. I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm glad they had that collection. Oh, no swaps though. Yeah, you're right. So it's like a completely different thing. Wrong swaps. Lost Vikings 1 has 3-player on Genesis. Interesting. I didn't know Genesis had 4 controllers. Does he have 4 controllers? And I can't imagine a console having just like 3 controllers, right? As well as Rock and Roll Racing. Yeah. Yeah, I thought about you immediately when I saw that thing on the collection. Dude, I hate that. Yeah, absolutely. I played Lost Vikings once, just like once. It is a good game, but I didn't enjoy it as much because I played this one first. So I kind of got... it kind of ruined the party for me because I wanted to do like double jumps and boosts and I couldn't. Same with Saturn. You need one of those multiplayer... Oh, okay, I see. Didn't SNES also have that? For like 10 players? Or I'm just inventing memories. I mean, it's not even a memory. I didn't have any of that, but that's swap. Everything's wrong here. Everything's wrong. Let's practice the end of the... Honestly, not that bad. Some of the old Final Fantasy games supported 2-player for battles? Really? Because tiny on options at least. FF9? That sounds kind of cool. Like, particularly for an active base, like with the timer. Play FF9 with a friend, nice. Wasn't advertised. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Sounds really cool. I feel like Chrono Trigger could benefit from that too. Shit. Yeah, 2 items. No. Whatever. Kinda late switch. Same mistake. You can map certain characters to the other controller. Secret of Mana has the 3rd player. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Because that one's like super active. It's like pretty much action RPG, right? Sounds very fun. How can we figure this out? How do I do this? You don't need to turn around. Look at that. Turn around doesn't matter. Is that consistent? No, it's not. I mean, turnaround still helps. Because you're getting to the other side, you know? So it's just, the only thing that matters is the pixel. Like, your pixel perfect position. You don't have to turn around, okay. You practice that. And what do you know about it? Like... Do you think there could be like... a consistent setup here? I think it's just position. Like a certain part, what the other player, the player that discovered exactly how it worked, they say something about the relationship between the different blocks. You just feel, okay. Clip his head through the first block from the middle to the left bottom side. Yeah, like this player, I don't remember if they were talking like you need to be like right on the middle between 2 blocks. Not sure though. You still need to move to the side, right? At least. I'm trying to go to the side at the last moment. Not in between. The middle center of the rightmost block. The rightmost? Like this one, you mean? Oh. Okay, so you only need... Wait. You don't even need to move. Because I'm just going straight up. So it might be something with this. Like... Okay, let me simulate the same position here. Okay, I know what it is. I know what it is. What's going on here? So, this is my theory. I don't exactly know what it is, but this is my theory. What is going on is you get this animation, which is just getting here, you know? So basically, what is going on is we are hitting the previous tile. Just slightly, you know, like that. But we are making explode the other tile, right? So what happens when you get here, for example? I think Eric is like, what is Eric doing here? He's getting a headbutt, exploding the middle, but he's I don't know how to say this. He's getting the other animation on the other block. You know? Try to destroy the middle block, that clip around right block before it destroys, yeah. Because it's really just position based. Nothing else matters. Yeah, this one, I don't think you have a position. Now, is it pixel perfect? That's the other question. Doesn't even matter when you do the thing. Like, optimally, you want to do this as fast as possible. Like a very short double jump. So you land here very fast. Like, it doesn't even matter when you do the double jump. It doesn't seem to matter. I thought it mattered a lot. Like, here I'm matching. That's kind of cool. And here's like very late. So that's on this pixel. Now, what if I'm... Let's turn around. So that's one frame of turnaround. Yeah, look at that. Okay, that's 2 pixels. Yeah, that's still 2 pixels. This will be 3 pixels. Okay, it's 2 pixels this way. 5. That's a perfect turnaround, so this might be the same pixel. And this might be a new one. I think it's 3 pixels so far. Okay, so I think it's 3 pixels. That is an option, but RT, like, that's an option I think for maybe any percent. Here, I actually want to hit the 3 pixels immediately. Although, this is kind of a... Olaf messed with the visual cue a little bit. But I guess the foot, like, right here might just work. Yeah. That's an option. Ideally, I want one for this one, I guess. Because it's closer. But yeah, normally you would jump from here. Because we're doing this swap. So Eric is there after the swap. So the ideal scenario is to just hit it from here, you know, while moving. But that's hard, of course. Like, setting up the pixel, it's probably very slow. Is your hitbox only one tile wide? I would love to know. I don't know anything about hitboxes. Oh, fuck. Now, the turnaround helps with you positioning, you know, on the correct spot. That's the thing about the turnaround. Where Eric spends 2 games matching his head into walls, then jumps right after. Yeah. Looks like I'm having some success with boost jumping to skip the ladder, then jumping left. Immediately pressing left for a couple frames before my double jump gets to the clip. Yeah. It is actually the hardest one. He also gets like underwater, you know, which is like dangerous. So like... jumping left immediately and pressing left for a couple. So like... but you can't jump. You have to press left before jumping. Otherwise you get caught by this, right? I'm trying to get Super Armor out of the water on time. Oh, that would be massive, actually. And actually, that one on time might be slightly easier to set up, maybe? Because you're on water? Or at least you can try to set up. New plan. Use the ladder to align your pixels. Then press left for a few frames and do the double jump. I mean, I kinda need to calculate how many frames I need for this, but... so here works. The real question here is a setup faster than this? That is the real question. You know, because... either that or an entire setup to from here, you know, like you know, something like that. I mean, it doesn't have to be that slow, but yeah, that's for me is kind of the question. Has to ascend anyway, might as well use the ladder to help the setup. But what do you mean exactly? Because I get this, like, this position is perfect, for example. This is always the same position, because I'm already aligned with the ladder. Okay? That is the Eric position we will always have consistent. So looking at the other side, actually, I think. So this is the position we will always have. So I guess at that alignment, press left for the right number of frames and double jump from there. Yeah, I guess that's a possibility. The problem is cycles. The right amount of frames is a difficult question or statement. Yeah, that's 22. Not enough. 30. Too much or not? I don't know. 28. 29. Is it more than 30 then? 31. Look, I missed it. I think I missed it. Look, it's not even possible because of your cycles sometimes. Don't move to the left immediately. Try a left jump from standstill. I can't do that because I'm gonna hit the ceiling, I think. Or you mean do the alignment with a jump like this? Like this. I'm retesting my method to see if I can explain better, okay. But is this something similar to what I'm doing here? Okay, in any case, we need to time the failing the thing, you know? So 188th. Again. 183. That's like the best one. $176. Okay, so 176. I don't think it's a setup exists, you just have to jolly. Yeah, what I'm really like, so you saw when I try to frame walk, right? The biggest problem of this game is that walking goes on 60 frames per second, but frame cycles goes on every 3 frames. So it might not be possible to have pixel perfect positions. At least with Eric. I know it is with Olaf and Bylog, but Eric moves too fast. Because he runs, that's the thing. You kinda can. Like, for example, Olaf it works for 3-1. On 3-1, I do a frame perfect. Well, it's not frame perfect, but you can have pixel perfect movement every every cycle. You move just one pixel with, and actually you can do the same with Eric, like this. This is 1 pixel every time. If you get like one cycle to one direction. The problem is this is really slow, you know. But if you run, I don't think you can, because it's too fast. So you will need to like get close and then do adjustments, and then you can do it, you know. Now 176. That's the time you have to beat with a setup, and then with the YOLO Super Armor. It's never gonna happen. It's so hard. Please. Okay, there you go. 110. It probably can be better than that, but... So it saves an entire second. Look at that. A second point something. 66 frames, at least. Probably more. That's the YOLO one. The YOLO one saves a second. Now get good, yes. But Stella, cycles. It might not matter if I'm good. Just count the frame, keep track of the cycles, yes. How do I do that though? I will need to do that from the game, from the console getting on. Because for example, that is so ridiculous actually. Hang on. Because from here, I don't actually know on which frame I hit this thing. Need to do that 60 times a second. Like here, for example, I might hit the wrong frame. I don't know in which cycle I'm here, because this menu also works every 3 frames. That's why always, every time you start a run, you have a 2-frame window of uncertainty. Just because of this. Oh god. This game is trash. Okay, I think me missing that is just not holding the exact right direction on my control stick. Like this part on the beginning is probably easier with a D-pad. No. No, Olaf. Don't go away. But yeah, because you with the swap, the boost switch, you get this thing as soon as you hold the direction. But if you input another direction, you're gonna cancel your boost, and it won't get rid of the blocks. If you're accounting for input delay, the input delay your controller might have, or the delay takes in your brain to process after your art intercepts the visual information. I kinda counted a little bit of that. You know, some of the visual cues I have on Eternal Darkness, I actually have them some frames before the frame perfect input. And I got the visual cue that works the best with my reaction time, basically. At least for Eternal. On this game, I'm still getting used to the cycles. And that's kind of messing with my brain a little bit. What the fuck? What the fuck? Promise, I input the switch. And to avoid the Atari Mind Link. What is that? Sounds like the... what is this game called? Hypnospace? Do you know that game, Stella? It's called Hypnospace Outlaw. It's pretty good. Like, almost a visual novel. Okay, let's change the save state so we get like a different part of the music. But yeah, I have some like thought experiments about that. Like I was thinking like if for example a person with a bionic arm will be allowed to speedrun. For example, if let's say they input like human reaction time on their bionic arm, you know, stuff like that. Bionic Arm percent, you will need a scripture for the runner. I think we should ban people with pacemakers from speedrunners. Tool is tool assisted. Oh my god. It's a difficult question, I think. I need to hiss to this dog. Hang on. That'll teach them. The runner is using a tool to stay alive. What about food? You use food to stay alive. Are those tools? Food is not a tool, but you can use it as a tool. But yeah, no, we had this discussion the other day. Okay, this is a 1-7. It's a low 1-7. And it was a decent run. I don't know if I can get a 1-6 without a Super Armor Headbutt. Honestly. Super Armor Headbutt takes an entire second and more. So maybe even 1-5, it's possible. I wonder. Runner is more physically fit than the other, yeah. I mean, that might be a thing, you know, like... At least when you think about endurance, for example. Like resisting several hours. Like long runs or stuff like that. Or just the endurance of your hands, like, alone. What do you say, Chad? Do I go for 106 or not? That's already a good run. Where are we going to do drug testing on speedruns? Weren't they doing those already? On one of the competences or not? We don't take a granular because of the perception of how much input. Yeah. Yeah. Like I'm thinking something like GSA. At least asking for runners to don't get drugs. I don't actually know, though. Breath of the 100% runners. At least they had a small break on the handle, I think. It's on the rules, I think. You can take a break at some point. Skates of Arcade 100% though. No breaks. 22-hour run. Or was it 20, the last one? I think it was like 20, actually. But still. Like, the longest break you have is Skies of Arcadia, if you don't want to lose a single time, a single second, is during ship fights. Which is like 2.5 minutes. And the longest cutscene, I think it's almost 3 minutes. I can't go to the bathroom in 3 minutes. Not without suffering. And you had to do it a lot on 20 hours. I don't know how they do it. I would need like to have a waiver and be able to see my screen from the bathroom. Something like that. To be able to run that game. And like compete for world records, let's say. I also think we should encourage that. But it's complicated. Like, I think this is such a big question with sports and competition in general. Sports can get extremely unhealthy if you go for the highest thing, you know? The highest execution. You're destroying your body. Like, this doesn't happen as much to martial artists, I think, because they do more work on how to preserve their bodies, but it happens a lot to, let's say, footballists, for example. Here in Chile, for example, there is like a big football culture, and most people that play football when they're young, they get kind of fucked up legs at some point on their old days. And also, like, a lot of footballists just cannot play at a certain point because, unlike martial arts, they don't usually make the correct, you know, like, warming exercises and things like that, like yoga stuff like that, you know, that helps your body maintain and don't get destroyed, you know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then there's the drugs part, of course. Alright, let's do let's see. I have 60. Let's reach 69 maybe. Attempts. For possible, like I already got 1 second from my PvE, and it's still a victory. Like actually, I just allowed milliseconds, optional milliseconds on the leaderboard. So technically, every PvE is a PvE. Ah, wrong sub there. Would you encourage more single segment speedruns for more runs that require absurd lengths? Yeah, like at the beginning, the problem was like the limits were technological. Like back on SDA, there was a lot of segmented. I think mostly because you just couldn't afford to like do a recording for so much. But now that technology is not really a problem, now we're getting to the human limit, which is, you know, like when humans have to eat doing runs. You think they were skill based? Yeah, it could be too. Although I in my opinion, segmented is way harder than single segment, honestly. It really depends on the game. If you look at, for example, Metroid Prime segmented versus Metroid Prime single segment, segmenting is like harder. Like to get out, you know, the same guy that got the record, you know, Justin, he got his record on Metroid Prime single segment on like a couple months, but it took him like 4 years to get his awesome segmented run. So I don't know about that. I remember people not being confident enough for the inconsistency to do single segments. Okay. I think it's, I mean, the thing is, I think it's different skills. Because here I'm going for hard stuff, for example. I won't go for this stuff on any percent. And it really depends on the game, because games like Metroid Prime, where the smallest physics matter, segmented gets absolutely insane. The skill ceiling, it's absolutely insane. I mean, segmented, not single segment. Okay. Yeah, segmented has other problems. Segmented has this problem. When you see people running segmented, the endurance is different, but you see people spending hours on like 5 minutes of the runs, hundreds of hours, and you kind of get crazy. So you might not lose your fingers, but you might lose your brain, because I've tried segmented a couple times. For me, absolutely harder, more boring, and more ridiculous than single segment. And then after that, you are on the last segment of the run after 1 year of grinding your entire segments, and someone discovers something on the first segment. What do? Are you gonna redo the entire thing after a million tries on each segment? I hate segmented. I love to see them, but I hate doing them. For me, it's way harder than single segment. It's just different. Like, yeah, when you get, of course, if you get to skill ceiling where people are able to do the segmented shit on single segment, sure. But does that happen on any game? That is a question. I personally think that, like, that slowly starts to happen as people get more consistent, you know, on games like Super Mario 64, let's say. But even on those games, on segmented, you could do like carpetless. Nobody's gonna do carpetless on single segment. like until there is like a non-TIS version of it. But there is people that can do it on segmented. Someone did it once, you know? So the thing is, we are not aware of all the technology that is not used in single segment. Even in the highest ceiling games like Super Mario 64 or Metro Prime, for instance, segmented is like 3 minutes below the world record, and the world record is absolutely insane. Like, Justin has been running the game for like 8 or 10 years to got that record. Single segment. And he's 3 minutes faster. No new glitches, only movement. We'll do a single segment and everyone else will complain. Yeah, that's what happens. And yeah, that's the thing, like, I try myself, I try segmented on a couple games, and it's just way more boring for my taste. Like, a lot more boring. Please. Well, it's basically a lot of this, for example. I can handle this a little bit. But then this starts happening, you know? Imagine this. Thousands of times. I mean, fair enough, that's like Super Mario Bros. Players. But still. I guess it depends on the length of the game, kinda. No. Okay. I guess this will be the last one. Or at least I kind of want to get like at least one good one, like one more try at Super Armor Headbutt, honestly. It would be nice to be able to run games that require 16 plus hour, not to worry about managing bathroom breaks, eating, and sleeping. Complicated. Even for not even that long games, it gets complicated. For me, it's complicated on like Eternal already. Oh, fuck. Backups. Is there any percent backups? Bad backups. Imagine being a runner at GDQ and just after the run begins you have to use the bathroom. You know, I think that will happen to me, probably. If I ever go to a... or not even a live one, like an online one. It kinda already happened to me, actually. Sorry, I gotta run, but gotta run to the bathroom. Oh, you gotta go? Okay. By the way, TP, in case you're interested, there is some, like a couple of interesting glitches at the beginning of this stream. One of them I just show it because I got it offline. I call it undead pickup. It's kind of fun. It's useless glitch, but it's fun if you want to see it. That's time perfect. So you have to go, nice. We make Amazon workers weird. Yeah. Oh Jesus. I started to think that this might be cycle dependent. Those people are the real speedrunners. Jeez. But yeah, for example, I have this problem. Please don't cancel the thing. Like, on games like Eternal, you know, like hour and a half run. If you have 3 runs on good pace, you know, you stop then on 1 hour. You have 3 hours of stream, and you need to like do a break, or you need to decide if you want to do another run because, you know, it's too late or whatever. It's always a complicated question, even with short games, just because of the length of the next run. But the next run is always before other runs, usually. Do you think it's cycle based? And that this is not actually my fault? I feel like I always can blame the game on this. You're going insane? It could be. This segmented sanity. That one wasn't my fault. Promise. A little bit too far there. Eh. 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 If you ever run this game at GDQ, I want you to make excuses for your mistake. Yeah, I will. If I ever run this on any marathon, I don't know if I can do that though. This game seems too hard for me to run a marathon. Like, I would need to give a massive estimate just to account for, you know, dying on a level multiple times. But yeah, I will. I mean, if I run. It was perfect until that. It was actually a game. Yeah, a little bit. It's also like this space on those hitbox, those walls is so tiny. It's actually so tiny. I remember losing so many runs to that back then when I, like, the first time I speedrun this level. And just on 80% too. Failed that a lot. I got everything. Thank you for not giving me the Super Armor Headbutt on this bad run. No, he has too many items. Okay, I think I figured out the thing at the beginning. You have to cancel the boost very early. I mean, not cancel it, switch. Like, do a very early switch on the boost. And then it will always work. If you take too much, it will don't do it. Yeah, I think that's it. That might be consistent. Exactly what I wanted. Let's go. We did it, Stella. We did it. Oh. I was so nervous after the Super Armor Headbutt. I was ready to fuck up the last part. Nice. Holy shit, you're right. Holy shit, you're right. Nice. Yo, that's so good. And I even got a bad swap at some point, I think. Oh, that's great though. I'm good. I'm gonna finish the stream right here. I'm good. I'm actually hungry too. Alright. Oh, good. That's really hard. That's where the time came from. Yeah, like I think the beginning or like the middle part, I did have a lot of bad optimization on the previous one, on the 1.7. So that saved me some extra time. Nice. Alright. We can leave here. I'm good. I'd rather go with this feeling. So, stop the local recording. What day is it today? Okay, so either tomorrow or Friday. Most likely Friday, so I can have a day off. I guess it can be on Saturday too. No. It'll probably be on Friday, I'm thinking. Probably on Friday, I'll comment over Ulscop run. Talking about segmented runs, that is the best segmented run of Eternal Darkness. It's very old. It has very old technology, but still pretty good. And I'm curious to see it because I've never seen it entirely. I've seen like very small fragments of it. So most likely on Friday, but I'll keep you informed, everyone. So yeah, see you on the next stream.